Hello, 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 and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Jameelah, and I am a master manifester, and I'm sure you are too because you're watching content like this. The name of this channel is Manifesting Magic the Practical Way because I talk about a lot of practicalities related to letting the magic unfold in your life. What I'm discussing today is probably going to be a quick message, and I'm really serious about quick today. It's about acting as if you already have it, right? A lot of times when we're doing these manifestations and we're waiting on something that's been a long time coming, like something we're serious about, not something that we casually say we want, but we know we're not putting any mental or spiritual energy or effort or any focus in that area at all. But I mean those things that we're really passionate about. Maybe something in a new area in your career you want to grow. Maybe new ways you want to grow with your mate. Or maybe, receiving a mate. Or maybe it's your financial abundance. Or your financial access or something like that. But whatever this thing is, a lot of times when we mention it, the immediate thought that comes behind it is that, oh yeah, I don't have it. Oh yeah, I'm pining for it, right? So I think it's important to remember that your brain and your energy does not know the difference between something that's actually happening and something that you're thinking about in your head that's not really happening. You know, like when you're having dreams or something like that. Like I remember being in school, if I got drowsy in school when I was like in high school or middle school or whatever, I can't remember. But I remember putting my head down and having a nap in class. Probably wasn't supposed to. It used to be a big deal. No sleeping in class. I remember that. Anyway, having a nap. And I almost, I grabbed onto the desk because I thought I was falling off something. In my dream, I was, right? So that lets me know that nothing about my body and my being didn't believe that that thing was happening. My physical body tensed up. My mind said, hold on to the desk. And I even went as far as shaking and jumping out of my sleep. Because your mind and your energy do not know the difference, and that is how you attract those things as if they already belong in your vicinity, right? So say it's a new position or something like that you want, and you find out where the position is going to be located or something of the sort. One of the ways you can act like you already have it is maybe if your driving route takes you past the building you want to eventually work in, maybe change your route till you pass at that building and have in your mind and pretend like, okay, yeah, this is where I'll be getting out in a couple of months. If you're making plans in the future, you make a plan based on what you have now and the position you are in now. And then you make other contingency plans related to, now, when I get that position, this will change because this will be available. That'll be, available. I'll be able to access this. I'll be able to have this or whatever's going to come from that development in your life. But acting as if you already have it also takes away the anxiety or any type of angst you have when it comes to whether or not you're going to receive something. Because you get past, when you act like you already have it, you get past the idea of the when you're acting as if you already have it, you get past the idea of how, that's what I was thinking, of how this thing is going to turn out, right? Because you know that you don't have access to all the hows. As much as we like to have access to all the hows, we just don't. And because of this, our brain gets stopped in our plans and our movements. Sometimes they get stagnated because we're too worried about how is this thing going to happen, when really we just need to get in the zone, be grateful, act as if that thing that we're trying to acquire is already ours, and then just move on with our day. So it gets rid of your anxieties too. Another way you can act as if it's already yours, when you talk and have conversations, act like that transition is already in place, right? If you're trying to take a trip and you're not exactly sure about, whether or not you can get a passport or whether or not you'll be able to afford room and board when the trip comes. One way to get past that is to start a savings account with the money for the trip that goes in it every month. Once the money's going into that amount, that bank account every single month, your mindset is that, oh yeah, that thing is going to happen. And the rest of the pieces of the puzzle are going to lay out for me, right? But any type of worry, any type of aggravation, any type of longing or pining is always going to put you in the place of you are nowhere near this thing. You have no idea how to get there, and you're held up on what to do next in order to make it happen. So you want to get past those feelings and emotions. This is a very practical and pragmatic practice by doing these physical things that kind of trick your mind to get away from the how and the anxiety. So definitely walking in the space. I remember a friend of mine said that she wanted to be a professor for a while at the university she was working at, because she was doing some type of administrative or staff related position. And she said that one of her goals was to be a professor. Every day she'd walk on the campus and act and speak and talk to herself as if she was already a professor, right? And guess what? She's a professor now. And it's like one of those things where it didn't have to be her. It could have been a whole lot of other people, but she acted as if it was already done. I've seen this explanation. I've seen this attitude even in children when they don't even know yet, right? So you tell a child they're going to get something. They might know you don't have the money for it. They may know, may not. I don't know. Some kids know, some kids don't care. Some kids are tuned in. Some kids are like, I don't care. I just want what I want. But they may know, that they don't have money for it. But if it's something you told them, we're probably going to do that, they take your word as law, and they take that mindset that you have, that it's already complete and everything's okay. Like, that's law. I remember one of my daughters told me, probably the oldest, that she feels she doesn't have to worry when she's around me because she knows that everything's taken care of. And I'm like, yeah, kind of. I'm your mom and all, but that's not always the case, but I guess all moms. But she was saying that's her mindset. And because the attitude is already, well, she got this, she's mom, she can handle it. A part of me switches off any anxiety or worry that I can't make something happen or I can't attract something. And I just start putting one foot in front of the other. So get in the mindset of acting as if you already have it. And then that also plays a role into how serious do you take the problems where you're at now into the future. Because, okay, if you're looking for financial abundance and you're acting as if you're broke, that's not going to translate to financial abundance, in the next week or the next month or the next day, next moment or something. Because if you're looking like, okay, I remember, I don't know who it was a long time ago. My brother told me somebody he was dating, and she was working a job, which was very odd for my family, just to work a job and like get one paycheck and then plan your life around it. But that wasn't just the way they operated. They were very much so hustlers. And so he said she like got one paycheck at the end of the month, and she would be like, well, we won't be able to do those things because this is exactly how much money that I'm going to get. And he was just like, he couldn't understand how she put the entire scope of what she was going to receive for the next 30 days into just her paycheck. And he was just like, what about all the other ways that income can be generated? And I was like, yeah. And so when you speak into the future and say, yeah, we're probably going to do that, we can take care of that, and without limitations or without walls, you're setting your mindset up to believe this thing is possible, it's happening, and I'm available for it. But when you say, this is exactly what I have, there's no way this is going to work, I have, this amount of financial abundance, and so I won't be able to do this thing or that thing or this thing, then you really told yourself the how, you're stuck there. The worry, you may not have it, but you definitely have no hope or faith that this thing is going to turn around or increase in the future, right? So definitely start speaking about it, living it, thinking about it as if it's already achieved. Start having conversations if you want to, what they call shadow boxing, having conversations with the people you're going to have conversations with when you get there, like in your head. I used to lecture like that around my house before I ever became a professor, instructor on any level. I would walk around and, like, if nobody was home, have these full-fledged, complete conversations about the subject matter or whatever I was going to present. I would also do the same thing as it relates to driving around in my car, right? I would speak and think and feel as if the thing I'm trying to accomplish or trying to create has already been done. Anyway, I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful day. And keep on manifesting magic. Like, subscribe, share, and act as if that thing is already yours. And you'll see it show up a lot quicker than worrying about the how and getting all anxious about it and then speaking about it like it's never going to come to you. Have a wonderful, wonderful day.